her what's up. Tell him it's on. Tell her what's up. Tell him it's on. Tell her what's up. Tell him it's on. Tell her what's up.
I have been noticing a trend. I think it's safe to say 2021 Roblox was not exactly what we expected for the anime games to come this summer. A lot of those games have come and gone fast, they died, and it's weird because they had a lot of hype and they were built up and everyone was excited for them and they had great numbers when they first dropped, but then within a week or 2 weeks they end up dying just as fast as they came, or they end up being closed. And that's what we're going to be talking about today in this video. And I think I might have figured out what the cause might be, but before I talk about that, make sure you like and comment and subscribe on this video, or to subscribe to the channel, and because I'm gonna be talking about this more. And yeah, but like I said, I've been noticing this trend this year that a lot of times these games come in and they have so much publicity. Everyone's like, yeah, let's go. You know, I'm ready for this game. I'm waiting for this game. And then it comes out to Roblox. It does well for the first week, 2 weeks, maybe a month, and then it just dies. Just gradually you see the game count going down, lower and lower, and it's really weird. And I think there are two reasons why this is happening. Number one, I think it has a lot to do with YouTubers. Now, right when I say that, I'm not coming after any YouTuber specifically. I'm not gonna say any names because I'm not trying to get people mad. So just make sure you have a. This is my opinion, okay? So don't get butthurt if I might be talking about your favorite YouTuber or something like that. But you go on YouTube and you'll be like, a lot of times if you're in the anime community for Roblox, you'll see this is gonna be the title will be something like this. It'll be like, this is gonna be the best Dragon Ball Z Roblox anime game of all time, or this Demon Slayer game is gonna change Roblox, or it's gonna evolutionize anime games. And I'm like, bruh, I look at the title, I'm like, is it though? Is it really, or are you just saying that because you're trying to get views? Now again, I get it. Clickbait is kind of a part of YouTube, you know what I mean? You're trying to get views, you're trying to boost your channel up, but at the same time, that excuse only goes so far, because a lot of these channels that I see, they have a substantial amount of subscribers, probably like 5,000 or 10,000 and up. So no matter what they put out for their video, people are going to watch it regardless because they have some loyal fans. They can literally post a video just of them doing the dumbest thing. They can literally post a video of them taking a dump and it would get thousands of views. I kid you not. Alright, so that excuse to me does not work, because you have, like I said, you have a loyal fan base. Alright, and the problem with titling these videos like that is that people click on the video, they watch the video, they like the video, and then it gets people, a lot of people's their fan base, I would say, for Roblox. Like Roblox, the age group is what, like 8 to like, I don't know, 17, 8 to 17, I guess I'd say about that. And for YouTubers, it's a little bit smaller with younger people, probably like 8 to like 14, 15, and then there's some people like me that are a little older, like 17. So they're easily influenced because they're younger, you know what I mean? They don't, like, I'm not saying like I'm not gonna say you're dumb, you're not dumb, but I'm saying like I said, you're younger, so you're easily influenced and you get hyped up and excited for things easily, but then you don't actually take a step back, look at it and ignore the hype train, I guess, and be like, you know, I think I see this problem with this game and I think it could be fixed, and I hope it is fixed so that way it doesn't end up dying. But a lot of people don't do that, and they just see it and they see, whoa, it is really good graphics and it has really good animations, but does it have good content? Is it like, is there depth to the game? No, I don't think there is. It's just like when YouTubers, when you title videos like this, okay, and you're hyping it up in your video, and you understand some of these people are friends with the devs and yada yada yada, they give you access to the game, so you're just trying to promote the game. That's fair, that makes sense. I would do the exact same thing if I was one of the testers. But at the same time, you have to make sure you don't let your, I don't know, don't just ride the game just because you're a tester or whatever. And this isn't all YouTubers. There's some that they end up testing the game and they end up still giving some constructive criticism to improve the game, and sometimes the devs just don't listen, and that's their own fault. And whatever happens, that is their fault, and they have to live with that. And you know. But that percentage of those YouTubers that have the constructive criticism, I think it's pretty small. All right, a lot of them, they'll test the game, they'll put some title in there that'll get views that may or may not be true, and then they'll talk about how good it is when it's coming out, etc., what's cool about it, what they like about it. But deep down, they might not even actually care about the game itself. They're just kind of doing it for the views and then just to, you know, this is the next big thing, so that, all right, I gotta do this game. And then when it ends up dying, they're like, oh well, it's not giving me any more views. Maybe I'll drop a little video of how this game died, and then they just throw it away and they don't talk about it ever again. And they move on to the next big anime game, and so that game just milks them as much content as they can get out of it and as much money as they can get out of it. And then when that dies, they'll move on to the next game, and to the next game, and it's just a cycle. It's a cycle. And there's a lot of YouTubers, like I could go to YouTube right now, and I could find like I saw a video, I'm not gonna say who it's from, but it was like, this is the greatest Dragon Ball game, like the greatest Dragon Ball game is about to release, or something like that. And I look at the video, and I'm like, bro, I could not tell you a single thing that's happening in the combat. I could not tell you. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, the camera is going crazy. It's having a seizure. It looks good, but does it have depth? You know? And I get it. It's new. It's a newer game. You can have the excuse that, well, it's only in beta. But that excuse only holds up so long because the same thing about it being in beta has happened to other games, and then it drops, and then the game isn't what people expect it to be, and their expectations are really, really high, and then they're disappointed when it doesn't meet those expectations. And then you have people going to the Discord and talk about, this game is trash, this game isn't what I expected it to be, and why is it so hard? And then you have devs quitting because they're like, well, we put on all this work and it didn't work, or they just don't care anymore and they move on to the next thing, or they make a whole nother game and then that game dies as well and it doesn't have any lasting content. Like I said, it is a cycle. It is literally a cycle. Alright, and this second part, this is me talking about the devs. It's not all on the YouTubers, it's also on the devs as well. So this also goes hand in hand with beta or alpha, alright, or the testing phase. When a game has, let me give you an example. Alright, I'll give you Demon Fall, for example, right? This game has a bunch of hype. It still does, maybe a little bit less. The game releases, I think, on July 10th. It got 1 million views, or 1 million visits the first day it released. That's insane. 1 million visits the first day it came out, okay? Now, people are saying, well, this game's a bandit beater now, and it's boring, and I don't want to level up anymore. And I agree, I don't want to level up anymore either. Like, you're kind of doing the exact same thing over and over again. And they put in these updates and there's balancing issues. The PvP isn't fun. I don't know what to do. I'm getting lost. But then you have the other side, or they're like, well, it's in beta, or it isn't yet. They're like, well, it's in beta. It just came out. You gotta give them slack. But bro, I can't give them slack because just because a game is in beta doesn't give you the excuse to release a incomplete game. Beta for a game means that it is close to being finished. Are these anime games close to being finished? No, they're not. They're games that have good visual effects and no substance. I'm not saying Demon Fall has no substance. I do think it has substance. I just think that it could have added more, especially when it was in testing for months and months and months, and you had all these YouTubers hyping it up, and then you have other YouTubers coming around after, what, 2 weeks since it's come out, and they're like, well, why Demon Fall? They're making a YouTube video. Why Demon Fall is going to die. I think Demon Fall is going to die. The fall of Demon Fall. And again, I'm not coming after Demon Fall. I'm not attacking the devs. I'm not attacking anyone. I'm just using this as an excuse because it's the most recent game I can remember that has come out, and I'm kind of seeing it happen a little bit because it came out and it had like 50,000 players, and now it's at like fluctuating between like 15K to 20K. I'm just like, bro, with the devs, man, you gotta understand that your game has this much attention, so you gotta do more to get these updates out. I'm talking about just games in general, not just Demon Fall. But you have to understand that with your game has so much, when your game has so much hype, you have to do more. You have to try to meet it. Not exactly, and it's like I said, it's not entirely their fault. It's just because it's also on the YouTuber side, which I talked about that. But you have to understand that you can't just come in with a game casually that just has a couple quests, a couple things to do, and then it just gets boring. And then the next thing you know, you have games like Dragon Ball Hope, where another Dragon Ball game that had hype, and then within like what, 5 days the game is closed now. You have a game like Dragon Ball Super 3. It comes out. The game was boo boo. That game, I'll objectively say it was trash when it came out. But that game was absolutely garbage. I tried it. It was laggy. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, bro, why am I gonna play this? Okay. You have games like Heroes Ultimatum. All right, a game with high potential. It comes out. Updates that were said that were gonna come with quirks. They didn't come out. It got boring quickly. I personally like the PvP. There were some balancing issues, but the end game content with that game wasn't there, and then it died, and then it's sad, you know what I mean? It's really sad, and I hate watching this happen, but that's why I'm making this video, because I'm like, why is it that this year, it seems like every single time there's a game that's hyped up or coming out, it's the exact same thing. People get their hopes up, they don't take their hype lenses off, their glasses off, look at it and be like, okay, I think they can fix this. It looks good. It has potential, but I don't think it is where it's at, or it should be released to the public right now. So if the release date has to be delayed, so be it. If the release date isn't completely accurate, so be it. But as long as you have a game that is, I don't want to say it's not finished, but it has a what's the word? It has something to stand on. It has a foundation. You know what I mean? Because it feels like every game is trying to become the next Final Stand and last for like 4 years. When Final Stand just did something that was just, I don't know, at the time it was just different. Like it was just different. But that's kind of all I have for this video right now. I'm at 12 minutes. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to say, but yeah, on the dev side, I'm not a dev, so I don't want to be like, I'm going to tell you what to do, but I'm saying just try to be better. Like, do what you gotta do. If you have to hire more staff, if you have to pay more, I don't know what you gotta do, but do what you gotta do, because the last thing you want is put in all this work, and then I'm out here hearing that Demon Fall has like one scripter or something like that with like Arrow, and I'm like, why? Why does a game this big have one core person? Like, why? That doesn't even make sense. But yeah, I'm not attacking any YouTubers, I'm not attacking the devs, but that's all I got for this video. Comment below if you agree, because I'm just saying, bro, like I don't want to see another game with high potential, or that's like mad hyped up when it's really not all that, and then come out and then it dies and people act surprised. So yeah, but subscribe, comment down below what you think, if I'm right or not, and that's all I got for you. Peace.